Your life isn't hard because you're failing. It's hard because your money is unstable. Hi, I'm Charlie Invest. I study how money systems shape behavior and control lives. If you want real control instead of quick fixes, subscribe and like. This is about moving forward, not just surviving. I want to start by being very precise about what money actually is in daily life, because this is where most conversations go wrong. Money is not a single problem you solve once and move on from. It is a system that applies pressure every single day. When cash flow is inconsistent, when expenses are unpredictable, when income does not reliably cover obligations, that pressure never turns off. It shows up in small decisions and major ones alike. You feel it when you wake up and check your balance. You feel it when you decide whether to answer a call, take a shift, delay a bill, or postpone a plan. This is why treating money like a one-time emergency to fix, or a short sprint to survive, almost always fails. The system itself remains unstable, so life stays unstable. When finances are shaky, people live in reaction mode. They respond to whatever bill, message, or expense appears next instead of acting from a plan. This reactive posture limits decision-making because the brain is constantly prioritizing short-term relief. The question becomes, what gets me through this week or this month? Not what improves my position over time. Even when someone earns a decent amount on paper, irregular timing, poor structure, or unmanaged spending can keep them trapped in the same cycle. That is why two people with similar incomes can experience completely different levels of stress. One has a system, the other is improvising every day. This is where the psychological cost becomes impossible to ignore. Financial instability creates cognitive overload. The mind has a limited amount of attention and energy. When a large portion of that is consumed by money worry, there is less available for everything else. People underestimate how expensive this is. Constant background stress about rent, debt, groceries, or upcoming expenses reduces mental bandwidth. It affects sleep, focus, and emotional regulation. Decisions that should be straightforward start feeling heavy. Health choices get delayed. Career development gets postponed. Conversations with family turn tense because money anxiety is always in the room, even when it is not being discussed directly. Imagine a simple scenario. Someone is short a few $100s every month, not thousands. On the surface, that gap seems manageable, but that small gap forces trade-offs. Do they delay a payment or use credit? Do they skip maintenance, food quality, or rest? Each choice adds friction. Over time, those micro-decisions compound into fatigue and frustration. The person is not lazy or irresponsible. They are overloaded. Without structure, even small financial imbalances grow louder in the mind, crowding out long-term thinking. This is why discipline feels impossible when money is unstable. The brain is busy putting out fires. In response to this pressure, most people do not slow down and design a solution. They panic and reach for randomness. They try a new side hustle for a few weeks, then abandon it. They jump into an investment because someone online made it look simple. They download a budgeting app, track expenses for a month, then stop. None of these actions are inherently wrong. The problem is the lack of consistency and containment. Effort gets scattered across too many directions without enough time for any one approach to work. There is motion, but no progress. This behavior is understandable. When money hurts, people want relief fast. They look for tactics instead of systems. They chase intensity instead of duration. But financial improvement does not respond well to bursts of effort. It responds to sustained, boring execution. When actions change every few weeks, nothing compounds. Income does not stabilize. Habits do not solidify. Feedback loops never complete. The person stays stuck not because they are inactive, but because their activity is fragmented. This leads directly to the need for a defined correction window, not an endless promise to do better, but a specific period where money becomes the primary focus. Through observation and experience, a year emerges as the minimum effective time frame. Less than 12 months rarely works. It is not enough time to reset behavior patterns that may have been forming for years. It is not enough time to experience full income cycles, seasonal expenses, or unexpected disruptions. It is not enough time for learning curves to flatten and systems to prove themselves. Behavioral change takes repetition under real conditions. Income stability takes time to negotiate, build, or transition into. Expense control takes months to normalize. because spending is tied to identity, habits, and environment. Shorter time frames give the illusion of effort without delivering results. People feel like they tried, but the system never had a chance to stabilize. A 12-month window forces patience. It removes the option to quit early and call it strategy. At this point, it is important to clarify what fixing money actually means, because expectations matter. Fixing money does not mean becoming rich. It does not mean luxury, freedom from work, or financial perfection. It means stabilizing the core components that make daily life manageable. That starts with income that is predictable enough to plan around, even if it is not high. It includes expenses that are controlled and understood, not guessed at. It requires basic buffers so that small disruptions do not become crises. This reframing is critical because many people sabotage themselves by aiming too high too fast. They think if they are not investing aggressively or increasing income dramatically, they are failing. In reality, execution beats motivation at this stage. Showing up consistently to manage cash flow, reduce leaks, and build margin is what creates momentum. Motivation fluctuates. Systems endure. The goal of the 12-month focus is not excitement, it is reliability. When finances remain unstable, life remains hard. That is the uncomfortable truth. Money chaos leaks into every other area. It shapes mood, confidence, and relationships. It narrows options and amplifies stress. Until the system is addressed directly and given time to settle, no amount of positive thinking or scattered effort will change the outcome. This is not a moral failure. It is a structural one. And structure requires time, attention, and consistency to rebuild. This is where the story pauses. The pressure has been named, the patterns exposed, and the time frame defined. What comes next is not theory, but the shift that occurs when financial stability becomes deliberate and sustained. That is where the real change begins. Once financial instability is interrupted and replaced with consistent behavior, something subtle but powerful begins to happen. The system that once felt fragile starts to hold. Not all at once, and not dramatically, but steadily. Repetition is what does the work here. Paying the same bills on time each month, depositing income into the same structure, tracking expenses the same way, even when nothing exciting changes. These actions do not feel impressive, but they compound. Over 12 months, repetition transforms money from a constant threat into a predictable element of daily life. Predictability is not glamorous, but it restores control. As predictability increases, time and energy start to return. When you know what is coming in and what is going out, you stop running mental simulations all day. You are no longer bracing for surprises at every notification or transaction. Planning becomes possible again. You can look a few weeks ahead without anxiety, then a few months. That expansion of planning horizon is one of the first real signs that the system is stabilizing. Life stops being a series of emergencies and starts to feel navigable. This stability directly changes the quality of decisions you make. Under financial pressure, decisions are optimized for survival. The goal is to reduce immediate pain. You take the fastest option, not the best one. You choose what pays now, not what pays later. Once money becomes stable, the decision framework shifts. You begin optimizing for outcomes instead of relief. That shift affects career choices, skill development, and how you evaluate opportunities. For example, someone under pressure might stay in a job they dislike because it pays quickly, even if it limits growth. With stability, that same person can afford to consider a role with better long-term potential, even if the short-term adjustment is uncomfortable. They can invest time in learning a skill that does not pay immediately because their bills are covered. They can say no to distractions that once felt necessary. This is not confidence magically appearing. It is capacity being restored. As decision quality improves, habits reinforce themselves. Good choices create better outcomes, which make it easier to continue choosing well. This is where systems matter more than willpower. The most reliable financial progress comes from boring, repeatable structures. Automated transfers, fixed savings rules, clear spending categories, simple routines that run whether you feel motivated or not. Complexity invites emotion. Simplicity limits it. Automation removes decision points. When money moves according to rules you set in advance, there is less room for impulse and second guessing. Routines reduce friction. Checking accounts on the same schedule, reviewing expenses the same way, adjusting only when necessary. These practices are not exciting, but they are durable. They outperform complex strategies because they are harder to break under stress. Motivation is unreliable. It spikes and fades. Systems operate regardless of mood. When money decisions are system-driven, emotions lose their leverage. Fear does not derail the plan. Excitement does not override it. This emotional neutrality is a major milestone. It signals that money is no longer driving behavior moment to moment. Instead, behavior is driving money outcomes. However, this is also where many people get discouraged. The middle months of the 12-month window often feel unrewarding. Effort continues, but visible results lag. Accounts grow slowly. Debts decline incrementally. Life feels stable but not transformed. This is the psychological dip. The brain expects feedback, and when it does not arrive quickly, doubt creeps in. People start questioning whether the effort is worth it. This phase is critical because it filters out those who mistake progress for excitement. Financial systems do not produce constant reinforcement. They produce delayed results. Most people quit here, not because the plan failed, but because patience ran out. They abandon the structure just before momentum becomes noticeable. This is why consistency, not intensity, determines outcomes. The system needs time to prove itself. If consistency is maintained through this flat period, the curve eventually bends. Expenses feel lighter. Buffers become real. Decisions feel less constrained. These changes are not sudden, but they are cumulative. Looking back, the contrast becomes obvious. The same income supports a higher quality of life simply because it is managed well. That realization reinforces commitment to the system. As financial stability settles in, its influence spreads beyond money. Health improves because stress decreases and routines stabilize. People sleep better. They eat more intentionally. They are less reactive. Relationships improve because financial tension fades. Conversations become calmer. Trust increases. Productivity rises because mental space opens up. Focus returns. These spillover effects are often underestimated, but they are some of the most valuable returns on financial discipline. Money stops dominating attention, which frees energy for other priorities. This is not about becoming obsessed with optimization. It is about removing friction so life can function more smoothly. Financial stability becomes a platform rather than a goal. It supports better behavior across domains without constant effort. The key takeaway at this stage is simple but difficult to accept emotionally. Consistency reshapes outcomes before it reshapes emotions. You will not feel successful before you are stable. You will not feel secure before the system proves itself. Feelings lag behavior. This is why relying on emotional signals to judge progress is misleading. The numbers change first. The experience follows. At this point, the mechanics are in place. The pressure has eased. The system is functioning. What remains is the deeper shift that occurs when stability becomes part of identity rather than a temporary project. That transition is where long-term change locks in, and it is where this story moves next. After roughly 12 months of consistent financial control, the most important change is not visible on a spreadsheet. It is internal. Money stops feeling like a threat that must be constantly monitored and defended against. Instead, it becomes a managed resource. That shift marks the transition from effort to ownership. At the beginning, financial discipline feels like work. You are actively restraining impulses, double-checking decisions, and reminding yourself of rules. After a year, the system runs with less resistance. You know where you stand. You trust the structure. Money is no longer something happening to you. It is something you are directing. This identity shift matters because behavior follows identity more reliably than motivation. When you see yourself as someone who manages money competently, your actions align without constant force. You do not need dramatic rules or external pressure. You default to decisions that protect stability because that is now normal. The anxiety that once drove reactive behavior loses its grip. This is not confidence in the emotional sense. It is familiarity. You have seen the system work long enough to trust it. At this stage, many people notice that life feels easier, even though nothing is perfect. Problems still exist. Income may not be ideal. Goals may still be unmet. But the friction is lower. Financial repair removes unnecessary resistance. It reduces the number of decisions that carry emotional weight. It eliminates avoidable crises. This is an important distinction because financial stability does not guarantee success or happiness. It creates conditions where effort produces results instead of being absorbed by chaos. Expectations need to be realistic here. Stability does not mean freedom from work or struggle. It means fewer self-inflicted emergencies. It means setbacks are manageable instead of catastrophic. When a problem arises, you address it directly rather than scrambling. This difference changes how life feels day to day. The absence of constant pressure is itself a form of progress. Consider a practical before and after comparison. Before stability, decisions are constrained. You avoid risks even when they are reasonable. You take on work that drains you because it pays immediately. You delay learning or changing direction because you cannot afford uncertainty. Stress is persistent, even during good weeks, because you know one disruption could undo everything. Opportunities appear, but you cannot act on them. After stability, the same person behaves differently. They still budget, they still work, but decisions are less urgent. They can evaluate opportunities instead of reacting to them. They can absorb a temporary income dip to gain a better long-term position. Stress becomes situational rather than constant. Options expand, not because income exploded, but because the system provides margin. That margin is what creates leverage. Maintaining the systems beyond the first year is where long-term benefits accumulate. The same structures that stabilize cash flow now support growth. Savings turn into investment capital. Predictable expenses make forecasting possible. Flexibility increases because you are not locked into fragile arrangements. When disruptions occur, you adjust rather than collapse. This resilience is one of the most underappreciated outcomes of financial discipline. Over time, consistency compounds into wealth building, not through speculation but through capacity. You can take advantage of opportunities because you are prepared. You can say no to bad deals because you are not desperate. You can recover from mistakes because they are not fatal. The systems do not change dramatically. They simply continue operating, producing better results as scale increases. This leads to a critical reframing. Money mastery is not the goal, it is a prerequisite. Financial stability enables growth in career, purpose, and relationships. It does not replace them. When money is unstable, it dominates attention and distorts priorities. When it is stable, it recedes into the background where it belongs. You can focus on work that matters, relationships that require presence, and goals that extend beyond survival. People who misunderstand this often chase wealth as an identity. They believe more money will solve existential problems. In reality, stability solves operational problems. It creates space. What you do with that space determines the quality of your life. Financial focus is not an end state, it is a foundation. The core lesson across this entire process is straightforward but demanding. Sustained financial focus for 12 months reduces life difficulty by restoring control, clarity, and optionality. There's no shortcut around consistency. Systems outperform motivation. Patience outlasts intensity. When money is treated as a system and given time to stabilize, life becomes more navigable. Not easier in a dramatic sense, but manageable in a durable one. That is the real outcome of fixing money, not perfection, not escape. Just a life where effort has a chance to work. If you found this breakdown useful, take a moment to like and subscribe, because understanding your money system is the first step to taking control of your life. Share this video with anyone who's struggling with financial chaos. Consistency, patience, and simple systems are what turn unstable money into lasting stability.